All right, what up, boys? I got my shit together. Okay. Sometimes it's like a lot getting into the car. I've talked about this before. I get exhausted. You know what I mean? Let me take this off so I can see you. What's up? All right, let's go. Take a ride with me. I gotta go. I gotta go to the office, so I gotta do a couple things today. Since I don't have a job again, well, a traditional 9 to 5, I am tasked with filling up my calendar so that way. Ooh, don't hit me, Alpha. I'm tasked with filling up my calendar so that way I'm always staying busy, and that helps me. Helps with my mobility. It helps with my freaking sanity. You know I owe people, like, when you get retired, you don't want to you don't want to stay at home, and you're like, oh, I can stay at home, and you're like, well, what's the point of staying at home? Because I'm going crazy. Like, I can't sit at home. So take this ride with me. I gotta go. I gotta go pay rent. So the struggle with being a realtor, right, that nobody tells you, is that you don't really make money. I'm just being real, right? You don't really make money. So, gotta figure out how to make it. Oh, and that's really shaky. I don't know you guys there. I didn't know that was gonna be that damn shaky. But what up, bro? So I gotta go do that, and then I gotta run a couple of errands. So ride with me. You know what I mean? I had to return something, so part of my thing is like, that's really shaky. I don't know if I want you guys there. That's shaky. Sheesh. All right, we're gonna have to be down here for now because that was wow. All right, so peep this, right? So, part of my journey now is I can't walk with heavy stuff and carry it, like, like the meme, 2 trips is for pussies. That was me. I used to carry everything, put shit on my back, and I'm not making 2 trips. We just need to make 1 trip and we're goody. But I can't do that no more. So I'm thankful. What I do is I have a cart. So I have this big basket, and I use it for the beach too. But it's a basket, so when I get groceries now, instead of making all these trips, since I have a long haul, I just put them in the damn basket and walk it to the house, that way. Same thing with heavy stuff. So I have a walker too. I really don't use it, thank God. But I mean, there are times where I do need to use that shit. So I use it to carry stuff. So I put stuff on it, we carry it to the car, then take it back. And then sometimes I can limp without my walker or my cane. But then other times I just bring my cane and limp back. But I use that as a transportation, you know what I mean, to do what I need to do. But that's what I have to do to get shit in the car. And then when I get to the store, whatever, I'll get a cart or whatever and throw it in the cart. But it's that first step, So now I have to go, and that's what I was telling you again. So please fucking don't be mad at me, okay? My conversation is twofold, okay? It's about MS, but it's about my damn career because that's what I do. So don't fucking hate me. But because I do real estate, right? Nobody tells you on this side, this side note, nobody tells you that you don't make shit. You gotta have a heavy. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. All right. But top realtors will tell you in the game, I didn't make shit. So I'm saying all that to say, I'm a statistic. I'm a statistic. Damn it. And this Pizza Hut man got a nice little truck. I see how he's riding. But it's one of those things where it's like I sold 1 house in Daytona Beach, but other than that, I got people. But the game is not everybody has credit. So just because you're working with buyers, you're thinking you're already counting checks. Oh shit, I got a check. Yeah, this buyer's gonna close. Wrong. Do not cash any check until that shit is in your hand. Go ahead, Tesla. Yep, you're welcome, bro. I don't know. But so I've had buyers and they've all fallen through. Then my listing that I got, oh my God. So I'm working with this guy, right? And so I'm working with him. And he's taking a cut, but he's trying to help me out, right? So I pull out of the bucket a listing. Do you know how hard it is to call somebody and get a listing? That's calling somebody and saying, hey, out of the blue, hey, Gabe, I just saw your house was, recently expired. You tried to list the shit and it expired. I mean, have you considered hiring when are you considering hiring a real estate agent to sell your house? Somebody that's good, somebody like me. So you have that conversation, but you know how many times people hang up on you or call. You have to build rapport with people. I got one. Bing, your boy got a listing. Boom. So I'm thinking, yes, I got a listing. I got this buyer. She should close in October. Again, what you want? Drinks on me, huh? Well, I don't really drink, so whatever. The listing that's on my Instagram, go check it out. It's on my IG. The guy who was helping me out, when I talked to the lady, she was like, do you have experience in short sales? So I tell her, I'm like, nah, not really, but my partner does, but you always fake it till you make it, but you don't want to lie to people, right? You don't want to lie to them, but you want to, fake it, or if you don't have the answer, don't just know. So I'm like, hey, listen, I have a little, but my partner has way more. Hold on. So then I get him and I talk to him. He's more seasoned guy, right? He's helping me out. And he tells me, oh, no, it's not a short sale. We can sell it. We can sell it. We don't have to short sell it. So then I'm like, great. I was like, I should have a check in October. Then this should close maybe December latest. Right? And I'll be set going into the new year, and then I'll just, have at least some income to get me going. Wrong. So the listing, turns out we get an offer on it. This listing, this heifer owes, which she told us, but she owes like 20, 30 grand. And 15 of it is in penalties and fees. I'm like, holy shit. So now it's turning into a short sale. So now this is this whole shit storm. And so we've sent letters into the bank asking them, pleading them, saying, hey, look, listen, will you please, sir, you're at the mercy of the bank. And I hate being at the mercy of anybody, but you're at the mercy of the bank. And now that sucks because we sent in letters. Hey, look, we are under contract. Here is the offer. Here's the contract. The buyer is ready to move in. I know it's under foreclosure, but can you just accept this offer so we can be done with this shit? They're at their own pace. They don't care. And so it just sucks because my buyer was excited to sell and get money back because that's what we told her. And then this my seller. Then this poor seller was anticipating moving into a house before the new year. And I'm laughing, but it's sad. It's not funny. It's fucked. It's messed up. Excuse my language. So the seller, I don't know what they're doing, if they're staying with family members or what they're doing, but they're without a house. And they put all this energy, all this effort into this beautiful house. It's in a Gulf community. It's a gated community. But fuck, man, the lady wasn't paying on her shit. Come to find out from the neighbor, she didn't even tell me this shit. So if you know her, you better not tell her ass this shit. Because, I mean, it's not important. But the neighbors were like, oh, yeah, she moved out of here a long time ago. She's been renting this shit out. Oh, really? So it makes sense. She's been renting it out. It went to shit. The HOA's dinging her because if you live in a community with the HOA and you don't upkeep your yard, they ding you for that. So she owed like $8 grand to the HOA. Holy shit, right? So it's one of those things that, you just gain the knowledge, and I know now going forward. But it's one of those things that's going to close when it closes. But in this game with real estate, can you hold on? We shall see. But you stay optimistic, and that's with life. That's with anything. That's with this MS game. You got to stay optimistic, man. You got to stay positive. It's all mindset. If you gotta put it in God's hands, do that shit. Right? Let go and let God. You heard of that? Huh? You said what? I hope the guy reverse. I think so. Bear with me because I'm about to get in an accident trying to read that shit. You know what? We need to go live. I'm gonna start going live too on Instagram because that'll be dope. Because then when I do, you guys can request to be in my live too. But yes, you can heal yourself. You can reverse yourself from this shit, guys. I've done this shit. That's why I get on myself because I'm like, fuck, man, you've done this shit. Why? But again, it's three things, guys. It's not just, okay, I'm going to stick to the diet. Yeah, You need support along this journey. It's mind, body, and soul, right? If your mind's not in the right place, then you're not going to stick to the diet. We're shit. If you're not spiritually grounded, whatever that is, whatever that looks like, I don't give a fuck, right? There's multiple lanes in this fucking road I'm on right now. On 436, there's multiple lanes. And if we take one or four of these lanes, we'll both all eventually get to the airport. So it doesn't matter which fucking lane you're in. Who's your fucking teacher, right? What lane do you want to be in? I like to be in the middle or the right. Anyway. But it's spiritual too, guys, man. Shit. So you can back to that shit. Okay? All right. All right. But you can't heal yourself. See, I didn't want to lose you. You can't heal. I did the shit. So get this. Okay? So this is why I get upset with myself. And this is why I just get upset. Like, I urge any new member, anybody with multiple sclerosis, especially if you're new to this journey, welcome. I'm glad you found this channel first. I'm glad you didn't go any fucking where else. You know why? Because I'm going to tell you what the fuck to do. And I'm going to do it with you, and we're all going to do it, and we're going to heal, and then fuck this medicine shit. So, immediately cut all grain, all sugar. Immediately. I'm telling you, that's what I did. It's tough as shit. And especially when now I'm back in used to slacking. So now going back to it, and now it's the motivation, and it's the going back now is harder because it's like, fuck, I'm already fucked up. I'm starting to see symptoms, and now going back to the diet is harder. So that's what I'm saying. Stick to it at first. Anyway, no grain, no sugar, right? So that's no rice, that's no pan, that's no tortilla, that's no grain, okay? Eliminate all that. Because you want to turn your body into a fat burner. When we work out, our body attacks fat first. We know that shit. Sugar. It attacks sugar first. So that's why people don't see the results when they go to the gym and they're doing all this shit, man. Because their body's a sugar burner. Because they got all this fucking sugar. So once you eliminate that, I tell you these fucking things because this is the shit that healed me. This is the shit I did back in 2011. No grain, no sugar. And when I say sugar too, I'm talking about fruits too. So no piña, no china, no. You have to stick to the berries. So blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. You know what I mean? You can't have grapes, you can't have pineapple because those are high They have a high glycemic index. They're high in sugar. We know that shit. So what happens if you're fat as fuck like I was? If you're over fucking weight and you want to lose some weight, guess what? You're going to heal yourself, but guess what? You're also going to lose pounds. That's the benefit. I went from two something to do something, two something ready to do something. I went from 235 down to like 185. Real shit. In like 2 months, I couldn't walk, I couldn't do shit, but just doing that. Because what your body does is when you start burning in your body, you're going to see the weight just start falling off. Because your body is no longer attacking sugar. It doesn't have to go after the sugar because you've eliminated that shit. So now what is it doing? It's attacking the fat. So congratulations, your fat ass is going to lose some weight. And then you're going to start feeling better. So that's where I'm at the point now where I'm trying to put on. You know what I'm saying? I'm still something ready to do something. I'm around like 200, but I want to stay around that weight. But I don't want to start looking like sick weight. You know what I mean? Like when you look at somebody and you're like, damn, he looks good, but that man's looking kind of sick, right? Gabe, you been using again? Like, no, nigga, I got multiple sclerosis, you motherfucker. Right? But that's why I tell you go to the gym. And then for the gym, when I go to the gym, I'm doing smoothies. So I didn't do one this morning because my bananas aren't ready. But I normally buy bananas. That's the base of my fucking smoothie every morning. Okay? Almond milk. Unsweetened vanilla almond milk. That's what I use. So that's the base of my smoothies. Banana and unsweetened almond milk and ice. Okay? Then I'll throw in strawberries. There's a fruit medley that you can get at the stores that's just the berries. So get the fruit medley. Then what I do is I take my ass to Trader Joe's, and Trader Joe's has they have protein. So I do it because it's cheap. You can get some hemp protein at Trader Joe's, a big thing like, a big one. I think it's only like $6-7, guys. It's under $10. I swear to God it is. And so take that, put that shit in there. Okay, put that in. That's protein because you need that shit. Okay, we need protein. We gotta retain muscle mass. Okay, we don't want to be looking sick and shit. All right. So put that in there, and then that's why I show you. Go to IG, go to my Instagram. That's why I do it with just uvas. I'll just juice uvas. But anyway, back to the smoothie. And then I'll put maca powder. Okay, maca powder is good for you. That's stamina, fellas. Okay, that's what it's good for. Ain't nothing wrong with Isaac's Love Tackle. If you want a strong love tackle, take some of that maca powder. Okay, fuck what you heard. Take some of that shit, and thank me later. But that's what I put in my smoothies, and I have that. And I put some ice, and then that's it. And then if I really want to get gangster with it, if I do, I'll even throw in some spinach. You know why? Because that's added protein, that's added source of minerals. And then you can't even really taste the spinach. Once you put it in there, I challenge you. Put some spinach in there, and I challenge you. I trick my daughter all the time. She don't even know. I put that shit in there, and she don't even know. But that's added sources of minerals and nutrients that you need, that we need. Anyway, man, but smoothie, it's a rough journey. And I keep telling myself I need to get back on that shit, and I do. But again, my struggle, well, let me just get back to it. So I did that shit, because I squirrel, and I need to, I need to focus on one thing, right? I healed myself. So I went on no grain, no sugar diet. 2 months later, I healed myself. I was getting adjusted by the chiropractor. I highly recommend going to the chiropractor. The chiropractor is essential. People think they're quack jobs or whatever, but your spine is related to a lot of things, guys. And having a doctor that's actually working on you says a lot for me. Somebody that's actually putting hands, paws, you know what I'm saying? Not beat, but, working on you. How can you put that over somebody who's just giving you a pill and saying, try that shit? This man is actually working. And it works. I used to have sleep apnea. I tell you that. But because of getting adjusted, I don't have that shit no more. So it works. I see it. I went down the rabbit hole and I was like, holy shit, this shit works. What else have I been lied to about? And then I'm not going to get into all that because we can talk all day about that. And then I just started going down rabbit holes and started to see that all the shit started connecting. And I'm like, holy shit. Now here we go, talks about aliens. So, listen, there's reptilians, but we don't want to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. But I healed myself. Guys, fuck. So don't listen to anybody that tells you you cannot heal yourself, because that's bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. You can and you will heal yourself. It's just how committed are you? How committed am I to the journey? When is enough enough? When am I going to say, fuck, man? When is enough enough? Okay, I'm already like damn near in a wheelchair. When am I going to say, fuck, okay, go back to the diet, you asshole? You know what to do. Another thing, don't listen to family members and shit, because everybody is a damn doctor. Everybody knows shit. And you're like, holy shit, I didn't know so many of you motherfuckers had a PhD. Since when did you go to medical school? Because I didn't know last time I know. You went to Job Corps. Huh? So I didn't know Job Corps gave medical degrees now. I say that to say, again, the mind, if you know what you want to do, you got to make a decision on what you're going to do. But because I'm saying don't do, I'm just saying, if you want to speed track and you want to just go bang and straight to the source, I'm telling you that's what you need to do. You need to go on a raw food diet, all plant-based diet. And again, that's no grain, no sugar, right? Pretty much. But no grain, no sugar allows you to eat meat and stuff like that. So if you're not to the point where you're ready to give up meat, then go no grain, no sugar. But I mean, if you just want to straight, and I'm telling you because I mean, I've been through this shit. It's going to be, it's going to be 10 years this year. Yeah, wow. 10 mother effing years. So I'll tell you that from that aspect. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm talking about as far as the struggle. The struggle is real. And I've gone through it all. I've gone through every medication you could think of. I've done it. I've tried it. Tisibri. At first, I didn't want to do injections, so I was doing the whatever the pills are. But I never wanted to stay on medication because I was like, this ain't the shit for me. Then Tisibri. What is that? The side effect of Tisibri is brain cancer. So I was like, well, shit, I already have MS. I think I'm good. So I did that. I even tried that. I did 2 infusions into Tisibri. Then what else did I do? I was on Ocrevus. That shit fucked me up, by the way. Ocrevus, and my doctor won't admit it. Nobody will. But again, I know, because that's the I want to say that's the infusion you get only like once or twice a year. It's that strong. Correct me if I'm wrong, warriors. But that one, after I did that, because you have to go to an infusion center, right? I went to the infusion center, and After I left, I was limping. I'm like, damn, that was weird. And I told my doctor about it. I said, yo, like, what the fuck? And she was like, oh, no, that's not, I mean, you should be good. Just give it a couple days or a week and it'll go away. It didn't. So that's what I tell you, warriors. That's what I tell you. What happens with all of this? What happens if they say, oh, it's good and the vaccine and the whole COVID vaccine is good and everybody's taking and giving it a thumbs up? But what happens if you're that 1% that it fucks up? What are they going to do for you? They didn't do shit for me. And I'm not telling you this from like, I'm like a lawsuit or anything. I'm just telling you I probably could have. But I'm just saying they have vaccine courts for that too if you want to sue. They're protected. Don't think they're not suited up over there. Because they are. But what if you're the one? But what if? So it messed me up, and I'm telling you this because I know, without a shadow of a doubt, you can't tell me that it didn't do any different. So I can't get that back. See, yeah, and it happened to you too. Lorena said it happened to her. I can't get that back. So again, going forward, what do? Are we going to rely on medicine to just, experiment on us? Let's be honest. Let's keep it a buck. That's what they're doing. They're fucking experimenting. That don't work. Try this. That don't work. Okay, try this. Oh, try this, but then you got to take this medication on top of that one. Like, wow, our immune systems are really strong, guys, because we take a lot of shit. And mind you, our immune system's trying to figure all this shit out too. Oh my God. So, with this journey, whatever you decide, do something, okay? But I urge you to say no to their medication. We have the power within us to heal. And again, I'm living proof. I've been blogging since my journey. So if you go back on YouTube, go back to my videos. You'll see a tremendous difference. I look like I was 12, and now I look like I'm 97 years old. Fuck. So I've been doing this for a while. I don't do this for the gram. Like Kendrick says, one of my favorite quotes, he says, I don't do it for the gram, I do it for Compton. I'm not doing it for likes. If YouTube, Instagram went away, I'd still be doing this shit. Okay? So fuck all that shit. I'm just trying to give you some help and some motivation. You know what I mean? And know that you can do it. Fuck what anybody else says, because it's full of, they're bullshitting you. Okay? Look at me. Go back to my videos. 10 years, I'm a man with multiple sclerosis. Look at the statistics for males with multiple sclerosis. I'll wait. So I'm telling you, the shit works. I got to get to the point where I just, fuck, man. Sometimes when you just life, it's tough to deal with life emotionally. For me, that's when and I hate this song. It's fucking radio. I don't know why I'm listening to the radio. But when I'm dealing with stuff emotionally, I default. So I'm like, oh shit, where's the 305s? Oh shit, where's the candy? But when you start listening to your body, I notice when I smoke a nasty ass 305, I notice my body inflamed and I'm like, oh shoot, and I notice my walk. Or when I have too much candy, sweets, I notice, oh, that really affected me. So pay attention to your body. Pay attention. Dig deep. This is a journey, but it's a beautiful journey. I'm in better shape now than I've ever been. And I still eat like shit. That's not an excuse. That's really not an excuse. But just know that it can be done, guys. You can heal yourself. Go. Oh, I got a video on Instagram. Go look at that shit. And don't hate on my neurologist too, because she's good people and I like her. But she told me, she said, um, doctors don't heal shit. They manage symptoms. This is coming out of her own mouth. We don't cure shit. Because that's one of the conversations I go when I go to the neurologist. Like, I don't fuck what you can give me. How can I heal this shit? All right, so I'm taking gabapentin. What can I take other than that for my nerves? What can I take? But they don't know. So I'm like, fuck. And then she's like, we can do this. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Heal me, damn it. Aren't you here to heal me? Isn't that, what the fuck are you here for? And she says, go on my Instagram, but don't hate on her. She was just keeping it a buck. We don't heal shit. All we do is manage your symptoms. So when I heard that, I was like, wow, doctors aren't taught to heal? I thought that's what they were all there for. Then what the fuck are they, why are they here? Why am I going to you and why am I trusting you and taking this medication if the end goal isn't to heal me? If the end goal is just to manage my symptom, get me to live with it? Is that what you're saying? So I forever live with this symptom? Is that what happens? And I'm relying on your pill I'm relying on your drugs? And it's not medicine, I almost slipped up, it's drugs. I'm relying on this shit my whole life? There's gotta be a better way. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? People are fucking figuring out better ways to get Botox and get bigger asses. Huh? We gotta figure out a better way to heal. Shit. People figure out a better way to get, Botox and implants and all this other shit. So figure out a better way to fucking heal us and all this shit. So anyway, I'm rambling. I gotta go in here now to try to deal with these people at the property management place. Like I was saying, back with the real estate, I'm struggling. It's tough. It's tough, but it's all about branding yourself. It's all about networking with people, and if you can withstand the game, you know. But it's something, look, and that's why I'm doing this. And again, I'm switching gears now, but I'm telling you now with the real estate, you do something that you can do. But just know in this real estate game, that's what I'm telling you, you need money. So you're going to need money to get in, probably around $1,000, depending on your state. I don't know, because you have to pay for the test and all this. And then you're welcome. You're welcome, Tootsie. You're welcome. And you're going to need, she said, thanks for the honesty. And that's all I can do, guys. I mean, look, I'm tired of seeing, and I'm to the point now where it's just like, I don't give a fuck anymore. But you'll see, like, look at my journey. It's taken me, 10 years to get to this point? Well, I'm like, fuck it. But it's a good fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm never going to accept that mess. I'm never going to, I'm never going to accept that. It's just like, I'm to the point now where it's like, it's what I deal with. But it's hard telling somebody when you're not used to dealing with something, and then you walk pretty good for the most part, but it's just like, some days you're really messed up. So you gotta have that honest conversation and be like, yo, this is me. This is who I am. And so I'm to the point where it's hard for me now in my journey, where it's like, I've come out to our community, right? But now, since I'm trying to establish myself within the world, I'm trying to be my own entity. I'm not relying on a corporation for income, a job. It's hard, and slowly with your help through this video is one of them. But just coming out and being comfortable saying, hey, look, I'm a realtor. But not only am I a realtor, I'm a realtor that's dealing with something too. You know, like I got something going on. It doesn't define me. It's not going to affect what I do or my relationship with you. You're still going to get the same great service, even better service than you would with somebody else. But it's just I'm going through something. And so that's the part of my journey where it's struggling letting the world know that, hey, look, I'm a realtor, but I got multiple sclerosis. Because I'm not, until I heal myself, and then maybe this is God saying this is part of your journey. I don't fucking know. But it's like maybe God saying, hey, look, you need to show the world that you can heal yourself and be on a platform so you can show people that you can heal because you already did the shit. Yeah, and then the stress. But to tell the world you can do this shit, you have done this shit, and show them again. Bang, toma. And fuck the system. Bang, show them you can do this shit with multiple sclerosis, and you can make a living for yourself with all the stress and with all the just having a job entails. But then fuck having a job. Now you're your own boss. So if you don't hunt, you don't eat. So having that stress, because at least with the job, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, there were some days I didn't do shit. I felt like I owed the job money because I was like, damn, I didn't do shit today. Fucked around, was in the break room talking to other coworkers. Am I the only one? Just me? You do bare minimum. You go to a meeting here. And then, do we need to tell folks? Listen, it's up to you. One of our warriors asked, and let me pull up the chat again. Live chat. So, how can I go back? All right. Someone said, I forget, do we need to tell folks? There it is. Georgine, I think. It depends on you. I'm in my journey where if you see I'm going through something, you see me with the cane, you obviously know I'm going through something, so it is what it is. But I mean, yeah, I tell people, like when I'm in real estate, like people already see me with the baston already, right? So when I'm walking up, I'm like, yo, like, hey, this is me. And then it's just me. I just walk with the cane, and so I don't tell people. But then they ask, hey, what happened to your leg? Did you injure your leg? Did you, get in a car accident or something? I'm like, nah, I actually got MS, I need a cane sometimes and stuff like that. But, it's something I'm dealing with, but it's just me. And they're like, oh, okay. And then I kind of keep it moving, but it's just like, I don't want to get stuck on that. And I don't think they do either, because they're like, oh shit, this dude has MS. Oh God. And so I might, depending on the conversation and depending who I'm talking to, I might dig into go a little deeper. Be like, oh yeah, this, and I was diagnosed this and this, but I found that in real estate and doing this, people have compassion and people actually understand, and when I've showed people houses, listen, you don't need me in the house anyway. You know what you want in a house. So I'm not that realtor that's going to follow you every step of the fucking way. For what? Get off my ass. That's how I feel about it. So it's better for me. So I guess it works out in my favor that way, because this is how I pitch it. I'm like, hey, go look in the house. It's your house. Go take a look at it. Open closets, the cabinets, whatever you want to do. And I'll come in a little bit and check on you. So then that gives me time to get my shit together to say, okay, God, all right, give me the strength to walk in here and help me to, be all that I can be, and think positive. And so I drink my water, and then I walk in. But, okay, thank you, Mother. But I walk in. And then by the time I get to the door, they're already pretty much done anyway. And then I could just lock up. And then if they haven't turned off lights, I'm like, hey, can you run up there and turn off that light for me? Thank you. right? You don't want somebody in your ass when you're walking through the house. Like, get off my ass. Let me see you. I know what I want, and I know if I'm going to like it. So it works out in my favor, right? Little stuff like that. But yeah, I do tell people. What else you say? I'm sorry, I'm talking, I'm rambling. Let me go back to the chat. Oh, this is a good question. This is a really good question. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to read, and I'm trying to, I'll pull it up so I can see now. It says, pardon me, I'm reading the question. The chat says, how much would you say your mental fortitude has helped you fight on? And this question is for Shukraj, I think. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. So get this. Mental fortitude. You want to talk about mental toughness? That is key. What do you mean? Mental toughness is everything. Right? How do you think people are able to deal with like, and I'm just thinking of like solitude, right? People being like in the hole, right? In jail, where they try to torture people. Because really, that's what it is. You're just torturing that person, putting them in a hole for whatever reason, whatever they did, I don't know. But I'm just trying to think, right? And so if you put somebody in a hole where there's no light, they're just in a fucking hole like they used to do slaves, put them in a box and just have them in there. Your mental fortitude has got to be through the roof. Has got to be, exactly. It's all about your mental fortitude. You are exactly right. It's got to be through the fucking, your mind has got to be on another level. Do you understand? That's how yogis level up and say, I'm enlightened. Their mental fortitude, to have the capacity to sit, and they sit in for all day, right? And they'll sit out in nowhere and just meditate and just be. Holy shit. Without, when your mind catches a thought, you have to put it aside. And so just to totally just be, yikes. It's everything, guys. So in this journey, diet is key. But like I tell you, your mind, the mental fortitude, the mind is everything. So hold on to your religion, whatever that is, your spirituality, whatever that is. Any mental toughness videos, any positive, anything to reinforce. I used to listen to David Goggins all the time, and he cusses like a sailor like me, but he gets me in the mood because he's my kind of people, right? So you're gonna want to listen to David Goggins. If you want motivation, there's another one, and I tell you, Derek Grace. This man is from Tampa. He's in my neck of the woods, right? But this man is building for our people, and he gives you insight. So him, everything. But yeah, mental in this game, guys, for sure. Because if you don't have it, then how are you gonna stick to the diet if don't have the mental toughness, right? And through that comes consistency. So when you have that support system, so if those of you in relationships that you still have a loving spouse, hey, don't take that shit for granted. You better love them. You better love that man. You better love that woman. You understand? Because holy shit, you're going to need it. But mental toughness, and yeah, just staying positive, okay? I don't focus on the negative. I don't watch the news. So if you tell me what's going on in the world right now, I fucking don't have a clue. I get information from certain people, but I just get little bits and pieces because too much. It's too much. It's too stressful. And then, I mean, shit, we don't need stress kills. So I don't know what's going on in the news. I think with logic, and that helps me. Because the news, I turn it on in the gym when I'm riding the bike, and I'm afraid in 5 minutes. But they don't. Throwback Thursday. I love you. Hey, thank you for joining me on this ride. It was a long ride today. It was a good talk. We had a good talk today. Good talk, guys. What's up? Let's do this again next time. All right? I love you guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram heavy. The link's in the bio. The link's in the YouTube. I'm on Facebook too. So if your tia, your tío, your auntie, your uncle, whoever, send them my way on Facebook. And I'm on TikTok. Tick to the talk and you don't stop. So I'm everywhere. I'm all over the web like a tarantula. All right? And then, oh, they playing the jams. Oh, But I love you guys. Until next time. Much love.